Verse News and Superdirt are speculative ad-lib parody news podcasts. Verse News, Superdirt, and its affiliates and sponsors claim no rights or liability to licenses, trademarks, and copyright of characters mentioned. Such characters are used under the fair use laws as a parody and speculative newscast. Verse News, Superdirt, its parent company, sponsors, and affiliates do not claim responsibility for content made and is purely for the entertainment of its audiences. Superdirt, Verse News, and its parent companies, affiliates, and sponsors advise listeners to absorb content with caution and claims no liability for damage caused by its listeners. Discretion is advised.
Thank you for listening to Super Dirt. You can follow us on social media at SuperDirtHQ or submit a story at superdirtnews.com. This has been Henry Harrison helping you do the math.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Dirt. I am Bobby Baxter, editor-in-chief of Super Dirt, and here with my fine feathered, well, okay, they're not feathered, but my powerful, amazing team of reporters today. Who do we have in the house today giving us the dirt?
Kenny Cassidy.
Kenny Cassidy, roaming reporter, getting the dirt on the supers.
Henry Harrison.
The Henry Harrison. Fortune, the fame from the fortune of the Harrisons from the old country, right, Harry?
Yes.
I mean, Harold. I mean, yeah.
You do you, Bobby.
What do we got, Mr. I Am?
The Invisible Man.
Enough said. Enough said. That's all you got to say. We ran into him, and that happened. What do you got, Captain?
Bo Bobowski's here on the mic with you, dude. I was just like rolling by one day, and you just said, "Hey,
I need you to work for me."
Yeah,
That was a powerful hey.
yeah.
That is a powerful name.
So
You see,
Bo Bobowski?
Bo Bobowski.
Bo Bobowski. See, with a name like that, he should be a reporter, right?
Yeah.
Bo Bobowski.
It's catchy.
Bo
catchy.
Do you get paid for
Bobowski.
that? Can you get paid for that?
For having your name?
No, for being a reporter. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
Do you get money?
Well,
Very little.
very little.
But we do it for the love.
Because I was thinking of going downtown and getting some, well, for a friend of mine, he needs some stuff, because, like, I don't do that, but people do.
Are you looking for cash in hand, Bo?
Stuff.
Yeah,
He's
stuff.
looking for some stuff, like
Yeah.
some blue suede shoes.
Well, not
or
me.
some-
I mean, people do. I've heard that people do.
Yeah. Okay. All right, folks. Here we are. This is Super Dirt, and I think tonight we have a lot of super dirt going on out there. I think we've got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We're going to open it with, there's a big controversy between Stark and Apple.
Stark Industries,
Yeah.
not Tony Stark himself.
No. This goes back to like a patent for like the Dick Tracy watch. Do you remember the Dick Tracy watch?
Oh my gosh, the Dick Tracy watch.
He's contending that Apple has stolen his idea and is like infringing upon his patent that is kind of, I think, technically expired, but not when Apple came out with the Apple Watch.
So is he suing?
There's paperwork in the works, from what I understand. I
So
mean,
this is Stark Industries, though, not just Tony.
No.
This is the actual
the
company.
actual company.
that
But I'm
is
surprised
suing.
that Tony Stark hasn't done anything about it. Like, I would think that he would act out a little bit. Sometimes he gets a little angry.
He's not stupid. He's a super. He's not going to do something stupid like blow up a company. I don't think. Do you guys think that? I wouldn't think that. That would be dumb.
Yeah. I mean, seeing Iron Man at the Apple campus and then have something mysteriously happen.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like, who would reasonably hold that, unfortunately.
Yeah, the original patent. When was the original patent? Anybody?
1932.
1932 was the original patent for the Dick Tracy watch.
Yeah.
Well, I think an important distinction is Apple did not come out with the Dick Tracy watch.
Yeah, I
But
guess
it
so.
did come up with a technology watch.
Sure.
Yeah, like a communicator watch. Maybe that's
Okay.
the basis of it. Because Dick Tracy's is like a radio.
So,
Okay.
Dick Tracy's like a radio, right?
So you're saying that Stark Industries holds a patent for the Dick Tracy watch,
Yes.
and that they are patenting any communication from a wristwatch to another
Whatever.
wristwatch
I guess.
to anything.
I don't know.
Any kind of receiving communication that lives on your wrist.
Okay, somebody look it up.
Yeah, that makes
Let's
sense.
find out a little more. Okay, here,
Okay.
I got here. Okay, let's see. It is saying that they have repatented something less than 20 years ago that they had patented that was based on the Dick Tracy watch. It is not the actual Dick Tracy watch, but the original patent was revamped in 1998.
All right.
Okay.
1998. And it had it had a provisional patent for a few years, and then went real patent 2001 for the, it doesn't call it the Dick Tracy watch, the Stark Industries smartwatch.
Well, I mean, the name is immaterial.
I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Stark has enough money, Apple has enough money. Why do they have to go after each other?
Well, you got to think about the bigger fight here. If you let a patent go, then you have less standing in court to defend other patents.
They don't have a choice. But what I'm wondering, and my biggest problem, though, if that is the case, why did they wait till now? How long has the Apple Watch been out?
5 years.
I mean, we're on
5
what,
years.
4 or 5? Apple
So-
Watch 5 or 6? Didn't 6 just
I don't
come out?
I don't get paid enough to.
I don't get. I don't either.
Those kind of stats. I mean, that's a little too much. Interesting stuff. We're gonna keep watching and
Just
see
got one
where this-
question. Just one question, dude. Yeah. Is like Dick Tracy? Is he like a crime fighter or something?
Oh my gosh, who let you in here?
I think you need to hit another bomb.
All right, who's got some news? Let's pull it out. Yep.
How many of you out there are tired of paying your electricity bill? I mean, how much your rates go up every year, right?
A lot.
Well, we got people like the Flash out there, and they could be generating electricity for all of us and lowering our bills or eliminating it completely.
That's a good question. So you're saying what? Put him on a treadmill?
Yeah.
And have him spark up some big old giant. What do you call those things?
A generator?
Yeah,
Turbine?
generator. Yeah, generators like they put in the big dams.
Yeah.
Turbines.
Yeah,
Bobby.
the big turbines. Yeah,
Turbines
you're
that
saying you're gonna
create
have him run
electricity.
on the. In my head, I see this big ball.
Like a
I see
hamster
flash
bar.
Hamster?
inside it. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking.
Like a hamster?
You're saying
dude?
you want
You want
the
to hire hamsters to take care of the Flash?
What if we have hamsters that have that power? Because maybe that could be.
You know, not that I think are on the registry, but I mean, we're seeing gyms now are installing, stationary bikes and other exercise equipment that generate electricity and power the gym. So why don't we just scale that up? I'm sure that Star Labs has the technology.
Okay. Here's my problem. I mean, we would be treating him like a thing.
Well, can it not be voluntary?
Well, so how long would he run on it though for it to make sense?
Well, I don't know the dynamics. Where's our science guy?
Yeah, I mean, is he going to run for an hour? And I know, it takes a lot of juice for him to do stuff, right? I mean, doesn't he have to
Yeah, he
eat a
has to,
lot?
like, eat a lot
he puts
afterwards,
like
right?
calories upon calories. I mean, is he
Eats a lot of
spurt dude?
Wheaties,
I mean,
sure.
We probably should understand. Does he spurt his stuff? It seems like he doesn't run fast all the time. I mean, if he could, wouldn't he?
What?
I think that's something we need to get down to. I mean, does he have a fiscal responsibility to do something like that as a super and as a committed superhero specifically?
What? He's already doing everything he can to protect us. How can he protect us if he's running on a treadmill to power the?
There are a lot of supers out there protecting
Is he fighting Captain Boomerang 24 hours a day?
Well, no, but he needs the energy to fight Captain Boomerang at a moment's notice. Like, what if he's all run down because he was just running?
So you're saying superheroes should just lay in a gym all day until they're needed?
Yes.
Just on the couch.
That's kind of what
Watching
they
TV.
do. Well, it depends. Like, because his is an
We're not
energy
in there.
buildup.
He needs
Like
energy
Superman, on the other hand, like
buildup. Couldn't Superman just shoot some lasers at something and make it real hot and make hot
and produce like
steam
geothermal energy.
Oh my gosh, we should just use supers. You're right.
Well, does he not need the calorie requirements?
I don't know.
I think he gets his power from the sun, doesn't he?
Sure, we
He
already
gets
use
all
the
of his
sun.
power from the sun, right?
I don't know.
So will he suck the sun dry of energy?
No, it's big. It's a really big planet. Or not planet, star. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out why the hamsters are wearing the Dick Tracy watch.
See, I think our issue with Superman though is him getting his energy from the sun. What if it gets cloudy? Like solar farms. What if the wind
He
doesn't
just
blow?
flies above
Yeah,
them.
but what if you can't find enough food to refuel the Flash?
Well, I think we have.
Like on a moment's notice.
You know, the deeper problem here is what is the responsibility of the supers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it just to fart around and get bad guys when needed every 3-4 times a year? Or could they be doing something else to help the human race that's even bigger than just fighting crime?
What if they are doing things, but we don't know because it's like a secret government experiment sort of scenario?
Oh, even
Oh,
better.
I heard of that. That secret government stuff. I've heard of that. It's like a secret and stuff.
It's a
But
secret.
maybe they're not always fighting bad guys, but maybe they're not always like doing nothing. We don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
you make a good point, and that sounds like something for Mr. I Am. That sounds like something that you need to go find out. Go hang out with like the Flash for like a week and
well,
see what he's doing.
Most of them
Of
have.
course, he usually will run
Whoa,
away.
dude.
Most of them have jobs outside
Where's that
of
voice coming from?
saving people. I
They
mean,
do?
I don't
Well,
think
how
I've
do they
seen
support themselves?
Superman
that's how
at
they
the
support
office.
themselves.
They don't get paid to save
but we don't see
humankind.
Superman very often. We have no clue what he's doing.
Yeah.
With the exception of when Mr. I Am was in his closet and
doing
saw some
something with
camera crap.
suits. Like, I don't know about that
Yeah.
noise.
With the exception of that, we really don't know what he's doing.
They usually have a job because they're not supporting themselves by, a promotional deal. I mean,
So you're saying they're all like you, I am? You gotta have a day
Yeah.
job?
Wait.
We all have
but,
to
but
have a day
supers
job.
Have a
do
9 to
go.
5?
Supers do go to like ribbon cuttings and
Yeah.
stuff like. Don't they get paid for that kind of stuff? I mean,
I guess
I would think
appearance
so.
fees, I would think.
Merchandising.
Yeah,
Multi-billion
all
dollar
the-
industry.
All of
Merchandising.
the those conferences out there that everybody goes to. There's like hundreds of superheroes. I mean, those guys got to get paid, right?
Well, and
I know a ton of the
One would
superheroes
think.
that stand outside of that China theater. People are paying them $40 for their picture.
And I'm
mean,
pretty
they make
sure
it money.
I saw Shazam at a Comic-Con.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Oh, that
I
was my
suppose if
Uncle
you
Billy. My Uncle Billy, I think he did that once.
keep in mind of all the people that they have supporting them. I mean, and they have to keep their identity a secret from these other people that are actually supporting them.
You know, I want to talk about this
Yeah.
identity thing. This
let's
is something
spin.
that interests me. Why is it some superheroes don't care and some do? Why is it we know exactly who some are, like Tony? I know he's got an ego out to here, and so he can afford that. He doesn't care who knows he's Iron Man. How come others do? I mean, why would it matter if we knew who Spider-Man was? Why would we care?
does it have to do with their enemies, maybe?
I'm thinking maybe it's more of a financial issue. Tony, he's got as much money as he wants for private security if he wants. But somebody like Spider-Man, I don't know, he probably can't afford to have a private detail.
It's usually because of their personal lives. The people that are around them are pretty vulnerable.
I mean, like your parents, Bobby. You don't tell us who your parents are, and
That's true.
that's to protect you and them.
Is it?
I think. Like,
Is that what it is, or I just don't think it's interesting to talk about?
My
My super parents are kind of minimal supers, so it's not like they're big giant. They just had some powers.
So one time my parents kicked me out of their basement and I had to go live with a friend.
Bo.
Hit the bong again.
All right, interesting stuff. What were we just talking about?
we were talking
We were
about
rudely
super and
interrupted.
identity.
Yeah.
why they hide their actual
it just
identity.
seems to me like a gimmick. Truthfully, seems like a gimmick to me.
You think?
I mean,
well, maybe.
why
I mean,
don't they just be who they are?
Well, okay, think about it. It's kind of like big stars. Like, why do big stars hide out in their mansions or wherever they're gonna hide?
We know who they are.
because they don't want to be watched all the time. Maybe they don't want to be watched all the time.
Yeah, but we know who they are.
Well, we know who they are when they're defending the world, and then they get to go and be themselves and be somebody else, and they don't have to be like. I mean, how many times do you think like Superman would get hit up to come and like move your car because it needs to be towed for free because he's Superman, and you know he's Superman, and he lives down the street.
Knocking on his door. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude, I need some
Mr.
help.
Superman, could you
Just
come
got a
here
new
for a
couch.
second?
I just got a new couch.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
seriously.
I could see that. I could see that. I guess that. Okay.
Like, in that regard,
You've-
I get it.
Yeah, you've. Okay, I see. But why do some of them not do it?
Well, because are you going to approach
Oh,
Tony Stark?
like you said, already has the
Like-
kind
Yeah,
of
he's already
security
famous.
detail.
and he's an
Thor.
arrogant dork. You know, he's an arrogant dork.
And Thor,
Thor.
Thor is like royalty, I guess, in his world. So
Well, and he's a Norse god, according to people.
And if
in
he wants to get
Northern
away, he just
Europe.
takes the Bifrost. Like, it's
Yeah,
not that
he
hard
just
for him.
disappears.
go
Yeah.
wherever he wants, wherever he wants, whenever he wants.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry. But like
Black Panther, we know who he is.
only now.
But he's royalty too, kind of.
Yeah, he is.
So I
and
guess
they have
that-
a lot of money to protect him too. Like he's
I
got his own
guess,
country in
okay.
the middle of nowhere.
So we know that ones that we don't know their identity are probably poor.
Are super poor and just doing this
Interesting.
because they feel compelled to assist humankind.
Interesting.
So, Professor X is the leader of a cult.
Professor X. This is Professor X, the guy in the wheelchair.
The guy with the mind control.
Yeah, I mean, he set up this school to help mutants, but they're all just a religious cult.
Wait a minute. I talked to Storm the other day.
Wow.
What is it that they believe?
Yeah. When did we find out that you had like this in with Storm?
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
She's always coming up
Super
with
no,
casual.
She's never gonna talk to me again.
Oh,
Just went to the movies with Storm the other day.
I love the little streak of white in her.
I mean, I hid out at the college for days in order to get this.
So what is it they believe? Tell me. Yeah, fill me in.
So it's MMK.
MMK.
Yeah, and they believe in this entity, Zoid.
MMK.
That's what it sounds like, right?
What does MMK mean?
Mutants. Mutants.
Did you just not get that far? You got mutants, and that was it. Heard it in passing.
I can't remember the moment.
Was it the
Mutants for mankind.
mutant for mankind.
Mutants for mankind.
But
That's a little
man?
sexist.
Is mankind
Mankind's
two
one
words?
word, right?
Mutants for mankind.
Is it mankind kindness? Mutant for mankind
I don't
kindness?
think it would be for kindness. I don't see a cult being for anybody but themselves.
They're all about supremacy.
It just doesn't sound.
You're
like
just assuming that. You know what that does. It makes things out of everybody.
I'm
We do not
assuming
assume here
anything,
at Super Dirt. Okay, most of the crap we do is.
Beast believes in science. Like
What,
Jane believes.
That's 'cause he's
believed-
smart.
Was Catholic. Like I don't know where Storm came from. I
was.
have no
We're
idea.
talking past tense here.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
according,
Dude,
according
but
to
Mr.
things
X.
in the past, but we don't know anything about their present.
Mr. X is a very
just
convincing
assuming.
human being. We've seen him. We know how charismatic he is. We've seen him speak. I've seen him speak, and I wanted to kiss the man. I mean, he is.
If you could find him, I
well-
don't know if you'd want to get that close.
You can also he can also control people's minds. So I mean,
I just feel like Professor X wouldn't do that because Magneto wanted to control everybody, and that's why like they split.
but
right?
what a better way to do it by controlling people's minds. They don't know that they're in a cult.
What's the end game, though? Like, why would he be doing this?
Okay, that's a great question. Why would he do this? Because what's the thought process about his little school right now? He's training mutants.
He's training
to-
mutants so that
to
way they can
be
help
in the
society
normal-
and get along with normal
So
society.
this is a very positive
Yeah.
sounding thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
Why a cult? So definition of a cult, right, is that you're following somebody. Is that correct? That there's some major person
Blind
that you're.
allegiance to
to-
a cause or belief system.
I mean, it sounds like don't the mutants kind of look to him as that kind of a person? I mean, isn't he kind of that
Yeah,
thing?
but everything that he says is the opposite of that, and everything that they show, like the X-Men doing.
Yeah,
is the
but
opposite of that.
people been saying they're not cults for a long time. But
Well,
if the
you're
definition is that we're following somebody that we like worship, Dude, sounds like a cult to me.
You're saying it's mutants for mankind, right? So isn't that going along with exactly what they're exhibiting? Is they're helping out mankind?
Yeah, but then is it a
and
cult?
we're assuming that cult
doesn't a
means
cult-
they're just evil. Does the fact that he's building up a cult mean that it's an evil cult? Couldn't it
Can
be
cults be good?
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Does it necessarily mean that he's finding an evil way to rule the world because he's created this little cult of mutants that love him?
Well, think about, are the Jedi not a cult?
Oh,
Here we go.
You're going to just cross universes and go straight to a whole different world and say, yeah.
As similarities, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Do we really want to get into that history?
It could be from a certain point of view, a cult.
There's a Sith.
Yeah, but do they all believe in the same higher power being?
Is that what a cult is? Do they have to believe in the same higher power, or do they just have to worship the one person that leads them?
Well, the one person that leads them would be considered the higher power under those circumstances.
But could they not have other beliefs too?
Well, no, that's the whole point of a cult, is that you all believe the same thing for the same cause for the same reason.
Like the Borg. It's the
possibly
Borg,
to
like
the
the
detriment of
ultimate
yourself.
cult.
Yes,
The
it's like-
Borg, the ultimate cult.
Kind of, yeah.
Except for they kind of cease to be individuals. More extension of the hive mind.
Isn't that
Isn't that like the
purest,
ideal
the
cult?
purest form of a cult that there possibly could be?
It's like if you think of your body, you have many different parts that do many different things, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Their drones become the parts of the body. They are no longer a
But
single.
they can be pulled out of the collective and made singular.
Individuals.
Yes, again.
Have you
it's
watched
happened
Picard's
multiple
new
times.
stuff?
And it happens in his
Multiple
previous
times.
missions as
Yeah,
well.
that's right. That's right.
And on Voyager,
Yeah.
7 of 9 is a
Wow,
reclaimed
we
one.
went from Mr. X to two different universes. That's great.
So
I think,
let
is
me
it a
ask,
problem?
Let me ask this question: how did we jump into the future here?
What are you talking about?
Because all the universes exist
Dude,
at
we
once,
are
man.
in a... this is a strange space we're in, people.
Yeah, seriously.
We've got Doctor Who. Where the crap is he?
Sounds like
Or
somebody's not
her.
taking a flight on interdimensional airlines.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Don't you listen to the
transdimensional-
news, my
TVA,
friend?
come on now.
Yeah, we're all over the place here.
Who knows what I'm going to end up looking like after I come at the other end?
At least you'll be looking like something.
You'll still be invisible, probably, so it won't matter.
Who knows? He might not be able to breathe, though.
You might not be able to breathe. Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk. We've been getting a lot of engagement of people having problems with a little Italian man coming out of their toilets, not in their. He comes out of their toilets with a sneaky little hat and a little mustache, and he's screaming Mario. So we're wondering if he's like cleaning out the pipes or if he's a voyeur. Yeah, the thing is that he might be a voyeur.
You're saying this is a Peeping Mario?
I think that's what people are asking. That's what people are saying. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Bo may have actually some real news to tell us about this. You were
Sorry, dude. This
What
happened to a buddy of mine, Jerry. It happened to him. He was watching TV with his girl, and they were like, watching TV and hanging out, and, stuff happens. And, what were we talking about? Oh, the bathroom. His girlfriend had to go to the bathroom, and she walked in, and there was this little guy in the bathroom, in the bidet. He was, taking a shower in the bidet or something, and she freaked out and got all weird and stuff and spilt the beer. That sucked. Yeah, we had to go get more beer.
oh my gosh, Mr. Bo.
Focus,
Mr.
Bo.
Bojangles. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. Bojangles. Were you going to say something, Kenny?
Bobby, where'd you find this guy?
I don't. He came up on the street.
It was okay
he's-
because the store was still open, so we went down to the grocery store and we got some more beer, and everything was okay.
So is this assuming that all dimensions are connected through piping?
I think we've seen that with some of Mario's stuff. That
What
there is
happens
a
if the
lot
pipes
going
get
on.
stuck up?
A lot going on underground. A lot.
But
Did
is
they-
it?
Do they gotta clean the pipes?
How can I guess not full-size Italian, but how could anybody fit through a pipe that size?
Like any super, he's got some kind of magical thing. It makes him go big. It makes him go little. I mean, we've all seen that.
So he's like Mr. Fantastic?
We've seen him go tiny. We've seen him go big. We've seen him go powery.
Oh, yeah, he
jump on
had those
things.
mushrooms. Those
That's
are
right.
good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't
lay
do
off
those.
those mushrooms.
I don't do those, but people do. I've heard of him.
Yeah. So I mean, I think he can do just about anything that way.
Do you think he's on the job when this is happening?
That would be a controversy right there.
I think if there's any way that somebody could go get a interview with Mario, if we could have one of our outside reporters go interview Mario, that'd be great.
Do you think I could score a mushroom from him?
I'm sure we could figure something out.
I could go talk to a guy about a mushroom.
All right. This is Super Dirt at Super Dirt HQ. We'll see you later. Signing off with
Kenny Cassidy.
Henry Harrison.
The Invisible Man.
Mr. Bojangles.
Bo.
And I'm Bobby Baxter. This is the next episode, or listen for the next episode of Super Dirt. All the dirt on your supers.
Contact us at superdirtnews.com. Follow us on all the social medias at SuperDirtHQ. I have no idea where I'm at now.
This has been a Teapots Away media production.
This show is part of the Geek Nerd Network. Find more shows like it at geeknerdnetwork.com. This is Janet.